Public Debt Management and Australia's Macroeconomic Priorities by William Mitchell and Warren Mosler. Section 3.9 Attracting Foreign Capital Inflow. Treasury 2002 claim Australia requires a continual supply of foreign capital to finance the current account deficit, and that the CGS market may help to attract such finance by keeping interest rates higher than otherwise. This supports our contention that CGS function to support rates in contrast to the previous contradictory claims by Treasury that CGS keep interest rates lower than otherwise. For example, Treasury 2002. The Treasury does not favor making the capital inflow level a policy target. However, in arriving at that conclusion, we question their logic. First, it is the desire of non-residents to net save in Australian dollars, accumulate Australian dollar financial assets. That results in trade deficits. In that context, do Australians want to provide Australian government annuity payments to non-residents? It is possible that the trade deficit would disappear if non-resident Australian dollars are spent on Australian products. The Treasury would not likely consider this a negative outcome. The non-resident sector has only two choices when it sells its goods and services in Australia: to save or spend the Australian dollar payments it receives. Second, the private balance saving less investment, plus the public surplus equals net exports. The Treasury argues that when there is a public deficit, capital inflow is required to fund the deficit. But with a public surplus, the government does not require additional foreign capital inflow. Instead, private sector savings and investment decisions will determine whether additional foreign capital inflow is required. End quote. Treasury 2002. First, in an accounting sense, a public deficit will only correspond 1-for-1 to negative net exports if the private sector is in balance. This would also require the non-resident sector electing to be in surplus by the same amount as the public deficit as previously stated. Second, the Treasury fails to understand that CGS issuance serves to support the term structure in that there is no such thing as a funding requirement for Commonwealth spending. However, in spite of the convoluted logic, the statement contains an element of truth. A government surplus is equal to the non-government deficit, as net taxation drains both income and net financial assets from the non-government sector. This contractionary force can result in a fall in non-government resident consumption, including imports, as residents react to their loss of net income and financial assets to net government taxation. Along with subdued output and employment, this policy is deflationary as corporate pricing power is removed and the latent desire to hold financial assets leads to sales of non-financial assets. This introduces, by definition, an upward bias on the purchasing power of the currency. Therefore, one can expect the reduction of CGS due to a budget surplus to be associated with increased purchasing power of the currency.